All right, what's up, guys? Connor Ferguson here. Josh Olmstead not on the show tonight, which I definitely screwed up the description because I wrote Josh's name down. But Noah Nilsson and Caleb Slowhawk are both here joining me. Go to the description on YouTube, see who I forgot. Maybe it's edited. Who knows? Choose your own venture with that one. We are but mid-season form of the 2025 NASCAR offseason. We are going to go so far off topic on this show. It is just going to be us shooting the S because you can't cuss in the first 5 minutes. Did that on Tuesday. Won't happen again, Caleb. I got your back, buddy. Before we get started, real big thank you to Chris Weiser and the Weiser companies. They hopped on board during the Knoxville Nationals, made our biggest 10 days of the year just a little bit bigger, and we cannot thank them enough for that. Anyways, without further ado, which I typically say before I say Chris Weiser's name, so shifted it this week. We're doing good. Let's get this thing started. Hey, how you fellas doing?
Happy to be here.
Another day, another dollar.
Awesome. Okay.
That's how much I get paid for doing this a week, by the way. To everybody out
Wait,
there.
You're getting paid?
I never promised that. I would just like that out there. I did not know that bill would be coming. But yeah, $52 to you at the end of next July. I got you. Oh man. Guys, I struggle to think back to a time when the motorsports offseason was this quiet.
I mean, a large part of it, I think, silly season has started to move more and more into the season before. So I think that's a large part of it.
Let's talk about the 2026 silly season. That'd be a great.
Oh God.
But yeah, I mean,
everybody's gone.
I feel like now, like it's very much like it either happens during the previous season or like a month before Daytona. So
you find more stuff out in January than you will in November.
Oh, front row stopped doing this stupid shit where they, oh god damn it, God.
and then he doubled up.
Yeah, my bad, guys. I'm on the radio 3 hours a week nowadays, and I haven't slipped up on there one time. But the show I'm at liberty to cuss on past the 5-minute mark, it really screws me. It really screws me up.
Okay. I got nothing for you there.
We're a scratch and claw for 60 minutes tonight. Whatever comment or whatever questions you guys have, send comments. Whatever you got. I literally could be anything. I have knitted before. I did not include that on my
your favorite color tonight, guys.
Well,
don't do favorite color.
Well, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said anything.
I want to give a quick shout out to Elliot and my kid Indy. Guys, love you. I'll be home after the show.
One of those is a pronounless dog.
Pronounless dog.
He never told me if Indy was a guy or girl. So it's pronounless.
You've met him.
Him. Oh, there we go. There it is. Big news.
You've met him.
Don't say we don't reveal big news on the show. Because you'd be false.
Huge.
All right. Well, so my first question of the evening is, if you could replace the pace car with any vehicle, what would you replace it with?
Okay, hold on. I was going to intro it and say we just wrote down some random questions. We're just going to give our takes. There is some IndyCar news I want to brag about. We can do that at the end, too. We can do that in the middle.
I've got some Xfinity and truck stuff from this week as well.
I have asked a question and I need an answer. Stop wasting time.
Now we've started the show with we're trying to fill time. And
no.
Me and Noah both have
this. We're doing this right now.
Your dad's big red van. I want Clifford to be the pace car.
Okay,
but it'd be really funny if the bit was just me and Noah refused to answer questions the entire show.
Listen,
I would be a change of pace.
Okay, Noah has his answer. 11-person passenger van that's red. Connor.
There's endless answers. The invisible
No, you get
boatmobile
one
would be
answer.
one.
The invisible
Batmobile would
boatmobile.
be
Hell
another.
yeah.
A sprint car of any sorts would
Okay,
be
but the
another one.
Batmobile doesn't exist. So like
Do
we have
you know
Okay,
that?
you didn't have that complaint about the invisible boatmobile, which was conveniently right before the Batmobile answer. So
okay, well that one doesn't exist.
kiss my ass. We're past.
How
the
do you know it
5 minute
doesn't
mark
exist?
now.
Maybe you just can't see it because it's invisible.
Yeah, it's an invisible boatmobile. It's not meant for the faint of heart.
Okay, well mine would be an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Okay, I like your answer way more than mine. Can I change mine?
Thank you.
Okay, I'll just we're gonna
Point,
keep
Caleb.
one
point,
upping each other
Caleb.
with this.
Uh,
What, you don't give yourself a point yet. What about Gravedigger? What you think Gravedigger isn't cooler than the Oscar Mayer?
I don't,
Wienermobile?
unfortunately. I
Fuck
with
off,
the
Noah.
it
Your
certainly
standing with
would
this show
be.
has dropped significantly. I don't know where it was before, but just now.
Wienermobile is just too good for me, man. That one gets me.
That's
Sorry,
fair.
It's
You
like
guys-
when I'm playing Cards Against Humanity and somebody puts down like Gogurt or something.
you
like,
guys hold up little
That's a
zeros.
terrible. Gogurt is the one you're.
Gogurt will make me giggle, man. It don't matter.
You guys hold up little zeros at the bottom. I'm gonna hold up a 1. And
I'm gonna hold up a duck egg for you here in a minute.
All right, so we can just keep doing questions if you want. I am completely open to whatever. JoJo, yeah, thank you.
I didn't say Gravedigger was bad. I just like
JoJo had not sent his usual. Hey guys, I'm listening yet, so I was worried. He says Gravedigger is the shit. Anyone wants to argue it, I will fight you over it. JoJo, me and you, 2-on-2 against these two. We're doing hockey fight rules, just so you can only punch with one hand and grab with the other. Maybe we should make it on ice. I don't think.
Oh god.
Choose your own adventure. Do you want to talk about the news first?
I say we get that out of the way first. I think.
Let's get it out of the way. All right. Noah,
All right.
give me your most exciting.
All right.
Make it exciting.
Lots of technical alliance news this week. A couple of driver spots getting filled that you knew were going to get filled, but it's official now. So starting off with technical alliances. So Haas factory team, just in case anybody has forgotten at this point, because they announced this like 6 months ago. It's been a minute. They're switching to Chevy next year. They're not a Ford team. Same with RSS. So the Seed cars and the Haas cars are all going to be Chevys next year. And so RSS has a Haas Alliance as a Chevrolet team for 26. And now joining them is going to be Jeremy Clements Racing. And so they're going to have the Haas Technical Alliance this year. And then on the other side of the Chevrolet garage, you got Viking Motorsports getting a Richard Childress Racing Technical Alliance. I'd say a lot of this is just the fallout of Colleague kind of leaving a vacuum in the Chevy camp. And so a lot of guys are snapping up parts and pieces and contracts and everything else since they're putting that program on hiatus. So nothing earth-shattering, but it'll be interesting to see how much of an effect that those have on their performance, whether they're going to be significantly better or noticeably better next year. Couple driver announcements. Jordan Anderson Racing confirmed this week Jeb Burton and Blaine Perkins are both going back next year. So they'll both be back in their rides in the 27 and 31 respectively. Alpha Prime re-signed Brendan Poole this weekend. Tommy Joe Martin said on Twitter that it was his number one priority this offseason. He feels like he's got one of the best drivers in the garage. Personally, can't say I disagree with that. I always thought the way that things went down for Poole after the whole DC Solar thing was completely unfair. I always thought he was a better driver than that. And so very exciting stuff for Alpha Prime to get him back. And then on the truck series side, Christian Eckes will be driving the 91 truck for MHR next year. He's going back to the program where he was phenomenal before he went to Colleague's Xfinity car. And so I think it becomes immediately a championship threat, especially if Heim's not going to be full-time. It'll kind of be curious to see who takes that. What do you guys have? Any thoughts?
Plenty of thoughts.
I'm mostly just thinking about the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile pacing the field. So
Is Christian Eckes sponsored completely by Napa Night Vision?
I didn't see anything about a sponsorship in that announcement. So.
Well, I saw the fire suit, and it said Napa Night Vision. I've only ever seen Napa Night Vision advertised in NASCAR. I've never seen a commercial about it. I've never seen, and I'm sure they're paying a hefty penny to be on Christian Eckes' fire suit. And if they wanted to work with us, we'd get your damn name out there.
Well, let me help you with this one. Which team does Christian Eckes drive for? That wasn't supposed to be the trick question. Somebody.
Okay. Well, I was waiting for it. I promised Caleb last week I'd stop doing that too.
McAnally Hilgeman Racing is where he races.
I was going to say Mike Carmen Racing, and even when he said it before, I didn't click in my head.
Okay, so Bill McAnally owns a bunch of Napa stores,
which is why they're on the 19th. All those pictures of Eckes in the Napa Night Vision fire suit is from when he was driving the 19 truck for Bill McAnally. So,
gotcha. Okay, good to know. Cool. Heck yeah. No, only thing I had for NASCAR was that Dodge Ram coming into the sport is going to do an all-star truck.
Yeah.
They are going to reveal the drivers on the Monday of the race weeks, which, contrary to the Front Row Motorsports BS that I screwed us on our 5-minute rule thing, I blame Front Row. This is cool. There's rumors of different names, and I will not speculate specifically on Casey Kane. He got brought up. I'll know more next week. I will do my best to know more next week. I'll let you guys know what I hear. But Casey Kane's rumored, Tony Stewart's rumored, tons of different people, and then there's rumors that they might do a like HBO Hard Knocks type of show where they give a seat or two away for however many races, which is yet to be announced, yet to be seen. And the other rumor is that Dana White from the UFC is involved with that. So he was wearing I think it was a Colleague Racing polo last week during a press conference. So conveniently, all this stuff like the day after our show aired, like one after another. So
I think they did it to us on purpose.
I do too. It's about time we agreed on something, Caleb.
I don't think we necessarily need Dana White in our sport. So
he is running.
Not be more indifferent.
Yes.
I just think there's a lot of controversy around him, and we don't need any of that.
I feel like
we got plenty.
Yeah,
more than he's got. Mumford and Sons way more problematic than Mumford and Sons owning a team.
Yeah, I'd say
was that the band that was
yes.
That was the band mentioned in the papers. Okay.
I'd say that this is more akin to the Roush Racing Driver X Gong Show, which was about 20 years ago. Those of you who don't remember that, it was trying to figure out who was gonna fill an open truck series ride for Roush Racing in like 2006. And so
you called it a Gong Show?
It was referred to as the Gong Show.
Yeah, that's a whole hockey brand. So
like guys like David Reagan, Eric Darnell, Danny O'Quinn. I want to say Justin Allgaier was in it. So even because Reagan obviously went on to replace Mark Martin. Darnell got a truck ride. O'Quinn did some races for Roush. But even guys that ended up not being Roush drivers, like some of those guys on there were interesting, like Justin Allgaier. And so be curious to see what that ends up meaning, because some of those names rumored as far as the all-star truck is concerned were super cool, like Casey Kane, Tony Stewart. Elliott Sadler was rumored. He's got a prior relationship with Colleague on some part-time stuff, and so that'll be super cool. I would love to see it happen. A mix of some of the like legendary guys with some of the younger up and comers, maybe that people don't know as much about. I think it's great for racing all around.
All right. Hell yeah. Okay, some major IndyCar news from today. So contrary to how I've entered the show and everything like that, do have some big news to talk about. Former Team Penske race engineer, and this is a report from Racer, former Team Penske engineer and Arrow McLaren team principal Gavin Ward has joined Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing. The multi-talented Canadian starts his tenure with RLL in a somewhat open capacity and reports to team president Jay Fry. So, Graham Rahal about to be super fucking fast, Caleb. Super fast. Heard it here first.
Yeah.
I've said the last year. Tell me if I'm lying. All they needed is a Gavin Ward. That's all they need. Gavin Ward away.
Okay, well, one, you're lying, and two, we'll see.
There really is no leveling with Caleb. You can't.
I don't think one guy is going to make the difference between the Rahal gang qualifying 3rd, 7th, and 35th for the Indy 500.
That's
and then,
this is egregious. Slandering.
Maybe 2nd, 6th, 35th.
How'd they get better?
Hold on.
With Gavin Ward. I don't try to call me out on that either, because I just literally made numbers up. Except for I didn't
call him out, Noah. Call him out.
I'm trying. Hold on.
You can't call me
I
out.
don't think it's wrong for the record. I'm leaning towards Caleb. I just want to see how close he actually was.
Okay, well, for one, there's only 33 cars that make the race. So
only.
Yeah. I said he qualifies 35th.
I'll have you know that the Rahal Letterman cars qualified 2nd, 16th, 20th, and 28th.
Who was 28th?
His name might be in the team name.
Sounds like comfortably in to me.
I don't think David Letterman has a son that races. So
P28. That sounds like in the race.
This year, yeah.
Synonyms.
This year,
my dad. He's in it last year.
He was in it last year. He did not qualify for the race, but he was in the race.
That's semantics.
Yeah.
Hey, he outqualified Marco Andretti, Joseph Newgarden, and Will Power. So
dang, there we go. Must be doing something right to outqualify a couple Penske's.
Yeah.
Definitely not going to talk about the context behind that.
No, not what context? Were they given a penalty? They weren't disqualified from the race.
Well, they ended up having their own issues, but yeah.
Yeah, issues. Everyone has issues. It's fine. We can get over it.
He did finish better than Newgarden. He got beat by Power still, but by one spot. It happens.
They were neck and neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was right up there with the best of them. And now they have Gavin Ward. I think what they can do now.
Yeah, we'll find out, I guess, huh?
Sky's the limit. Clearly.
Listen, if you're starting on the ground, anywhere up is amazing.
Yeah, it is. There we go. All right. So I tasked these guys 30 minutes ago to just throw out some questions. I have some written down. A lot of these are from Google AI. Give me some random podcast questions. Some NASCAR related, some not, some motorsports. So the first one is from me, at least, and we're going to keep this going. Fuck off, Caleb. Don't yawn in my explanation. You might as well tell me that Graham Rahal sucks. Don't come after my boys. I got my team's my team. My guys are my guys. All right, so first question, and I wrote down NASCAR, but it can be any motorsports driver. But motorsports driver that you hated the most at one singular time, and if it's different, a different driver that you've hated the most in a longer, over the most days. Does that make sense? How I'm asking that? I buffered my explanation of it.
I think I understand it.
So I hated Matt Kenseth on that day at Bristol in 2006 when he took out Jeff Gordon. But I promise you guys, my coverage and our coverage will not change on our answers here. If I had to pick a guy that I hated for a longer period of time, Joey Logano by fucking flying colors far and away.
Brad
And that's
Keselowski, 2014 Texas Fall. It took me
UAW Dodge Dealers 400.
What?
No, I was taking
No,
a guess.
he's mad at Brad Keselowski because Jeff Gordon closed the door.
So my anger over the years has shifted from Brad to Alan Gustafson botching the tire call on pit road. But yeah, for probably a solid like 5 years, like I could not fucking stand Brad Keselowski just because of that one moment. Like he completely ruined my hopes and dreams. So that's my long-term answer. My short-term answer is Ryan Newman at Texas. At Martins or Phoenix. It was Phoenix. I'm having.
Are you sure it's not ISM Raceway that you're thinking?
Nope. It was Phoenix 2014 when he took out Larson and knocked Jeff out of the final four on the last lap. I was beside myself. So yeah, 2014, both times for me. That was a traumatizing time for my 13-year-old self.
I hate that was like playoff implications. And I remember Matt Kenseth way clearer. Like that, it was 7th race of the year or something. Matt Kenseth just took out Jeff Gordon as he was going for the win. I think it was the last lap. Felt like the last lap. It might have been 3 to go or some shit. But Caleb?
Yeah, no, it was the last lap.
Oh, there's so many to pick from. So I'm just going to start rattling off drivers that I have disliked for a long time.
That's not what I wanted you to do with this question. We shit on enough guys. Okay, guys, Caleb is not editorially in control.
Speed Brown.
Actually, he is. That's definitionally not true.
So my top 3 would be Graham Rahal, Brett Moffitt, Michael Lynette.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck right off. No, we might have to end the show now. On the short list of guys that might be on the show in the next month, Brett Moffitt is above the other 2.
No, for the longest time, I mean, it was Denny Hamlin who, I could not stand. Listen,
has his podcast made him more likable, or is that just him putting his opinions out there and me, not his opinions on normal shit, but I applaud his caringness of being a team owner, if that makes sense.
I mean, I think it's been a combination of things. For me, a lot of his opinions were like, I felt like he actually stood back and kind of said how it was instead of kind of just like, for a while, we didn't really see Denny Hamlin except for when he would go wreck people or fight people. And so that was kind of all we really had of him. And then he kind of actually started like using his voice, and he was telling it as it is. And then you go to, when the whole deal with Bubba Wallace happened, he was very supportive of Bubba Wallace. And then, of course, starting the team and hiring Bubba Wallace and the podcast. I mean, I think it all like
close together.
Yeah, I mean,
you tell a story about him. Yeah,
it's really shifted. I mean, I like see him in a very different light. So I mean, still not a huge fan of Kyle Busch.
I had a large childhood dislike for Kyle Busch.
This is what I love, and I'm not trying to talk over you guys, I promise, but like I'm going to interject with shit. The 2018, 2019, like Old Row was a company a lot of the frat kids would like buy stupid shit, like just merch bullshit from. And it was like one of those repost pages on Instagram. They had a huge trend that was just shirts that said "fuck Kyle Busch," and it was I think it was viral in terms of the media landscape and shit. But there's only 1 year. Like there's a summer where it's just "fuck Kyle Busch" from just Old Row, and it was getting enough attention that it was a big thing. And I thought it was funny because It never came before, which after he did way more egregious shit. And it died down so quick afterwards that it was like never thought of again.
I mean, for me, Kyle's attitude was always a big problem, and that's definitely gotten better. But even like I watched him this year interact with some fans, and
I just read one of the comments.
he just
Nice, JoJo.
he still has that attitude with the fans, and
You've seen that ad? Okay,
He's always been great with
I'm
his
asking.
fans,
I'm asking not to try to prove you wrong. Where have you seen that attitude from him?
in the garage this year.
Okay, I just in person.
In person.
No, that's fair. Completely
Like literally, like as a fan is calling his name, and he continues walking, and then he just stopped and like didn't turn around to acknowledge them or anything, just stand there with the back turned towards them. And so then the fans would come around and ask for a sign. And there was like one other thing too, that he just very much seemed like he could care less about interacting with the fans.
Yeah, and that's something I'll always credit Kyle Larson to. And how many autographs I've watched him sign it's beyond.
Yeah,
like,
the guy for me that I always see going above and beyond is Blaney. Like I feel like the last few weeks of the season, every time I saw Blaney, he was like staying late to sign autographs for people and say hi, and I always thought it was super cool when people do that. I also just kind of piggybacking still on this question we're on. Jimmy Johnson, I couldn't do it. He just kept winning, and he was.
Oh,
like,
you didn't like? Okay, gotcha.
Like,
yeah, we need to be clear.
He was inevitable. Like it was incredible. Like I could not believe it. How often he would crush my dreams. Like 2008 with Carl, 2009 with Mark Martin, and then like 2010 watching Hamlin and Harvick both somehow still lose it.
I will never do this again in my career. I stayed up for an entire Rolex 24 with my buddy Jared Larson. Watched the whole race. He slept for a couple hours. I stayed up, watched the whole race, and it was the one where Jimmy Johnson brought up two cautions at 2:15 and 6:15 Central Time. Single car incidents, still not great. But they slowed all the cars down and pace lapped them. And I'm like, it's a 24 fucking hour race. Why is the whole field now back at square one? Why the fuck are we doing this? And it has put a fucking thorn in my side about IMSA for the last 4 years, which I'm still not over, and I don't think I ever will be. Well, you guys aren't good. You guys aren't good at when I like go off on a tangent. I get to the end of it. And you're like, yo, you wrapped it up great, Connor.
Yeah,
never the case. Just fucking say something.
No, we're just waiting with bated breath for your next question.
Real quick, as we're just kind of bouncing all over the place, one thing that I'll say, who was really fan forward about signing things, always for several years at Iowa Speedway, there would be people like Elliott Sadler and Danica Patrick that would just, before you react.
I'm shocked that you brought up DP.
Before you react, those two were very hard to get autographs for because they would purposely go routes that, would circumvent the fans. And then there was Sam Hornish Jr. And I kid you not, that man, you would see him walk by. I mean, he was everywhere and absolutely would take the moment to sign everyone and anyone's, whatever. So
I will always be a Sam Hornish supporter.
Always be Sam. How you introed that, making me think Elliott Sadler and Danica Patrick were at the forefront of signing autographs.
Well, because I played it
I didn't
up
believe
a
it for
bit.
a second.
Yeah, that's fair.
I played it up a bit because I know that you were incapable of like waiting to.
That is true. That is absolutely true. Off the record, so you guys have heard this one before. After one of the Xfinity races, Brian Scott grab me a beer. So we just had a beer and watched whatever the small post-race concert. It was before the IndyCar.
Hashtag 44 ever, dude.
Dude, so Brian Scott brought me a beer. I sat there and drank the beer with him, and we shot the shit. Great guy. Fuck, down-to-earth guy. And I'm done. I'm like, all right, I should probably get back. And he goes, you 21? And I'm like, no. It's good, though. Don't worry. And I shouldn't have told him no. But the beer was gone. The issue was not at hand. I was 19. But we had a great time. And I forever cheered for Brian Scott, and we'll forever love Brian Scott. Someday we'll get him. I'll try to get him on this offseason and see what he's up to. There's no fucking shot he remembers me. He might remember me if I tell him that story. But super, super nice guy. Actually, that's all I got. That's the skinniest fucking popsicle I've ever seen in my life, dude.
No, I'll never forget.
Ever in my life, I've never seen a skinnier popsicle.
2016 Fall Talladega, watching Joey Logano beat Brian Scott and hold him off for the closing laps, and just being so sad that Brian Scott didn't win. I'll never forget that one.
There's been some Michael Annett moments at
there was people that were rooting for Brian Scott.
I've told you this. I drank a beer with Brian Scott after one of the Xfinity races.
You did?
You haven't heard that story?
You should tell that story.
Fuck.
Caleb, stop it. You're evil.
Early, you fucking had your volume on. God, you're ridiculous, Caleb. Caleb, question. Last time you read a book? Not all my questions are motorsports based, asshat.
Damn, I'm getting called out.
No. Well, mine was the last time I flew, and I've been on the same book about the IndyCar USAC split for about 4.5 years now. So,
oh my god.
Yeah, I got 200 pages left at least.
Wow.
I'm not halfway.
Definitely high school.
Okay.
Which was at least 10 years ago.
Oh, I forgot we were talking about that earlier, but when you say it out loud here, it feels worse somehow.
I hate you.
I'm
old.
It shouldn't feel bad. Like, I have the ADHD.
You're not that much older than me, man.
I try to read books sometimes, and it just doesn't work.
I haven't read a book since college, probably. So it's been 3 years probably since I read a book. But the last time I read a book that wasn't like academically related.
Hold on, why the fuck did you read a book for college?
It was for, I think, one of my like comp classes or something.
Was it a real book?
Yeah. I don't remember anything.
In the Spark Notes.
This was, well, I could have, but I typically read very fast anyway. And so it really doesn't do a whole lot to me to have to read. So I just take notes while I'm reading. It's awesome. I love it.
Awesome with an S or X.
Yeah. So yeah, the last time I read a book just like for fun is probably like late middle school.
Caleb, do you want
right in there?
Do you want me to keep plugging away, or do you want to? Do you have questions?
Are your questions going to just be shaming me for my lack of like?
How the fuck was that shaming?
Your academic enrichment.
Don't ask me questions about like reading.
When did you get sucky at math? Mine was like 7th, 8th grade.
Oh,
I was advanced math until then I sucked.
It was when I switched to advanced math. That's when they fucking got me, dude.
Math in college got me.
How do you do math in college? I had to have had like the weirdest. I had to take a year in Spanish in college. That sucked. Holy fucking shit.
Try Spanish math. That's a whole nother thing.
No, it's not. No, you just have to say the numbers one number at a time, one digit at a time.
Yeah, JoJo's got me. I never learned how to read.
I wasn't JoJo. Caleb plays the victim. This is what happens. There's no insults being thrown.
let's see. Math. Yeah. It got really, really bad. 8th grade, they put me in high school math, algebra 1. And I had no fucking clue what was going on. I was like, as soon as you put numbers in math, or like numbers and letters together in math, like I was like, no, that's it. We are far beyond what I'm capable of. And I kind of figured it out. And then they put me in geometry as a freshman. And that was, like, prove that this is a triangle. Look at it.
Oh,
I don't know.
Proofs
were the one that got me. Hardest class I took, though, because I took algebra 2 my sophomore year. Junior year, I took AP statistics, and that is the hardest class I've ever taken in my life. I could not.
I took one of those at DMAC, and so it was like online, like you had.
It's fake math. It's not real.
No,
a lot of stupid shit I'd never use.
My teacher was a godsend. He was the nicest man I've ever met. And he tried really hard to help me, and I just was completely incapable. It's the only AP exam I failed. Like I got a 2. I could not do it.
I had to take a college math class 3 times because I just gave up. Basically, there was like 11 chapters, and if you failed the class, you could retake it and just start at the chapter that you left off with. So I got like 1 through 5 done and then stopped caring. So then I next semester got like 6 through 8 and then stopped caring. But we got to a point where like it was literally like calculate how many joules would be needed to, blah, blah. Like it was stuff that like I will never need to know. And then the moment we got to like the lesson about learning imaginary numbers, I was out. Yeah, like they don't exist. They're imaginary.
Yeah.
Like draw me a picture of the imaginary boatmobile. Like,
the invisible boatmobile.
I can't draw you a picture because it doesn't fucking exist.
Man, they really thought that they had fucking 100 mathematicians in each graduating class, I feel like.
I'm like, I swear to God, I will never need to know this.
No, I want to meet the guy that's in a profession that is using that. That's because it doesn't exist.
It's the
I want to buy him a 6-pack and tell him I'm so sorry.
It's the math teacher, yeah.
That's literally like it was the math teacher.
Mine. It was a summer class it was online.
I couldn't be bothered to care because I was like, this is so freaking stupid.
All right. This will be a fun one for the people listening because I don't think they all know that much about our ages, specifically at least, but your earliest NASCAR memory. Caleb is looking at me like I just asked him the most disgusting
2006 question. Daytona 500. Watching
who won that? Give me who won that. Ryan Newman?
Jimmy.
Blue and white car?
Jimmy 106.
Jimmy. Okay.
But Newman finished
I'm
third.
struggling finishing.
Casey Mears, thinking P2.
I'm struggling thinking of good shit. I was gonna throw in a couple races just in the middle of these if it got dry, and I haven't needed to, so that's awesome. I was struggling thinking of it, and the only thing that came up was the Bristol Kenseth deal. So I at least know the 2006 Daytona.
Yeah, I remember wanting Casey Mears to win that race very badly.
How early was Red Bull New Year No Limits?
That's a great question.
That's a staple of my childhood that I'm still pissed is not back. And after I fix the engine situation in the engine builders and dirt sprint car racing, after I win the lottery, I will be bringing back Red Bull New Year No Limits. We'll be doing it with the Atlantic Bottling Company because they sponsor the radio station.
2007 to 2012.
Damn it. Okay. All right.
No, I mean, that's the earliest I remember. I had die casts from like 2004, 2005, so I'm sure I was following along somewhat. But I kind of remember watching in 06 and 07. What I really, really remember is watching Jeff almost die at Vegas on the inside wall of the backstretch and thinking, wow, that's the craziest crash I've ever seen in my life. And then topping it the next year with Keselowski and Edwards in 09.
I remember Jim Kohler, driver of the world famous Avenger monster truck, has made every World Finals to ever be held. By the way, only driver to do so. Has been the only driver to do so for like 7 years. He did a wheelie it was called Veterans Memorial Auditorium, and it was before Wells Fargo Arena, which is now called Casey Center, was a thing in Des Moines. And I would always go and get the popcorn and then get food poisoning from the popcorn. And I did that at like 4 Monster Jams in a row at Veterans Memorial Auditorium.
I food poisoning from popcorn.
I don't know why. It wasn't like everywhere I went I needed popcorn. It was just I wanted popcorn in that arena.
As an expert in making popcorn, it would be incredibly difficult unless it got cross-contaminated with some other
stuff.
I
think there's some rats running around Veterans Memorial Auditorium. Haven't heard the nicest story. I worked for the Barnes. I worked in the arena, the new arena they built in 2006. I worked in that arena for a year and a half every day, and I've heard some stories about Veterans Memorial Auditorium.
Okay.
Nothing bad though. Iowa Event Center, love those guys.
What's your earliest NASCAR memory, Caleb?
Mine would be 2010 going to...
No shot. 2010?
That was when I first...
Caleb was a late bloomer NASCAR fan.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, I went to my first IndyCar race, first motorsports race in 2009, Chicago IndyCar race. And then my first NASCAR memory, 2010, went to Kansas and got to be in Don't Start, Noah, Don't Start.
You went to Kansas?
Went to Kansas, and
God, that's unfortunate.
We got to be a guest.
Hope their events didn't take away from their other ones.
Lord Almighty!
You said to him not to start. You didn't say anything to me.
Because I know he was going to try to call it the winner of that one. He was going to steal my thunder. So
you went Cup in 2010.
Shout out Brad Reynolds. He says he remembers when Darrell Waltrip won Daytona in the ride car, which I assume is the Tide car.
Hey, he fixed it.
It is the Tide car. He corrected himself. There we go.
So we were a guest of Napa, so we got to be in the little fancy tent, and Martin Truex Jr. came in the back of the tent, literally like waved and then left. So I remember that, and I do remember the beautiful blue, yellow, pink 56 car and Greg Biffle winning.
Do you remember the paint scheme? Because I do.
Of Biffle's?
Yeah.
No.
Sherwin-Williams car, baby. I always
yellow?
It was blue and white with yellow numbers. I always thought it was beautiful.
Biffle's car?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. I remember we went my dad took me to Kansas. I was really pissed at him. And it was when him and my mom she still like cared how early I got back from races and shit like that. So there's a rain delay at Kansas, and we were on the way home, and Greg Biffle won. I'm like, I'd be more pissed if Greg.
Oh my God, 07.
For some reason, I didn't think. Yeah, 07 Kansas.
That race is nuts.
Didn't think Greg Biffle had a personality, and I guess I just fucking neglected every interview he ever had on TV, because every time I've seen him since I like hit puberty, he's entertaining as hell. So I thought Greg Biffle was a boring fuck. No, and it was probably because of Matt Kinsey. I swore off Roush Racing. I was like, these guys suck.
Boyer probably should have won that race because of the way
I wouldn't know
the fuel happened. That race, I can't believe they even restarted it.
I found out like refreshing NASCAR.com. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe that'll be my first like long form video I make for this page, just about that race, because that race is nuts.
Yeah.
I had a magazine, one of those like year in review magazines, when I was like 3 or 4 years old, and I remember the picture of Elliott Sadler flipping at Talladega in 03. And so as far as
can't say I know what picture you're talking
completely about. Early memory, probably that, but like genuinely like watching it and knowing like, oh, I'm watching NASCAR right now.
That had to have been Elliott Sadler's worst crash.
Well, if you'd have seen it on camera, you might disagree, but we'll
no.
Hey, that's my question. Do you guys think Elliott Sadler flipped at Pocono in 2010?
Kurt Busch got the worst of it.
I got no idea.
Connor has no idea. What
Oh God, that's
just how stupid my memory is. That Jim Kohler memory was like 2001. I like went and I looked up what year he would have been there.
By the way,
I was a fucking wee little lad. Yeah. I don't remember sporting events from 01 to like 05. And that's like my earliest Iowa State football memory. I remember going to Super Target with my dad and getting NASCAR 2005. Clear as day. I cannot for the life of me figure out where the mental block. I mean, maybe I just didn't watch sports, but like my family never said you hated sports until 2005. So
he's got that Frankie Muniz memory.
Oh no.
I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean.
My God.
Could go a lot of different ways. Joe just says not NASCAR, but my first real memorable race was seeing outlaw wing sprints in Ashland, Wisconsin in sometime between 1993 and 1995. Not positive which year. I was with my buddy tonight after work, and I said 1920, like the 2019-2020 season, referring to a couple of basketball guys that came to a frat party of ours. And he thought I was talking about the year 1920. So now I'm very cognizant on when I say years.
You were definitely alive in 1920.
Yeah, 1920. So yeah. It's bad time in Iowa State with Steve Prem at the helm. Shitty basketball coach. Pretty bad. Caleb, I'll ask you, do you have other questions?
Brad Reynolds said, the first race I went to was the Iowa State Fair Enduro in 1986, my dad's first race. Brad, how many laps was the Enduro? Do you remember?
My guess is 100. My second guess is 75. And my third is actually just a comment that I watched Martial Law. It was like the 2006 like toughest monster trucks tour or something. 250? Holy
hell yeah!
I was going to say 200. That sounds about right.
My personal best for Enduro is 3 laps, so I got a lot of catching up to do.
You racing an Enduro?
For 3 laps, I did, and my car owner was the other gentleman in this podcast room. And so,
would he pull you off?
No,
Caleb, did you make him start and park?
No. Caleb swears up and down nothing was ever wrong with the car until I touched it. It was a 1986 Dodge Shadow. We put duct tape on for the numbers and took it out, tested it, and it ran pretty good. And then at the very end, I remember just stopping the car, getting ready to turn it off, and like I'm in drive and everything, engine shut off, and I remember, because I've still got it on video, just me going, uh-oh. And I didn't think anything of it, really. And then the next day in the race, every time, because it was the road course at Hawkeye Downs, and so every time I got into the hairpin and I dipped below, 15 miles an hour or whatever, car would shut off. And so I got it refired twice. I was hitting the gas and the brake at the same time and starting the car. Like I was doing all sorts of.
That's the problem. You were making the car take a screenshot.
Yeah, I had to. It wasn't starting if I did normal things. So after the third time, I was like, we can't keep doing this. Like I'm gonna be a hazard, and I don't want to die or hurt anybody else or whatever. And so I remember because I got stuck right at the edge of the hairpin, and somebody hit me right in the back, and I went for it. I had the worst fucking headache the rest of the day, and so I've always wanted to do it again, but gotta figure out how to get a car for that.
Caleb, I don't want you to ever do it again, but someday, like 6 years from now, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to. I will help with it. I will. First and foremost, I would help with it.
I just think I need a car that wasn't built in the 80s, and that would be fine.
It would be so much fun to just do one and just to show
it was
up and
it was the most
and see how far we get.
It was the happiest I've ever been for 3 minutes in my entire life. I'll tell you what. I was.
There's a joke.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I was hoping you'd think it at least. But I mean, it was a blast. I love driving more than anything else, and so I'd love to do it again at some point.
You love driving more than it? You love racing.
Yeah, no, like I put me
That's
in the
not
car.
driving though. That's different.
Well, I mean, it's driving, but it's not. You know, I just no. I love the drive. I love it. It's sick.
This is so like I haven't been asking. I'll ask them guys that come on the show sometimes. What's one car that you haven't driven that you would go drive tomorrow? And like, say you got fired from this sport that you're in, that you could go pick it up and you're confident you could go do it. Because I like Glenn Saville on numerous occasions, like, oh, we're gonna get you testing in a sprint car. I was like, Glenn, don't want to do that. I will wreck it. I will go either too far or not far enough, and I will wreck the car or slowly flip it over. And he goes, no, that's how you learn. We're gonna do it. And I'm not comfortable thinking that I'm gonna hop in a sprint car and do anything formidable, but I have the absolute foremost confidence that I could learn how to drive a monster truck.
So I was just reading JoJo's comment, and I know it's like off of what you just said.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just set something up, and you can just interject like that and like take it a completely different direction. It must be annoying when I do it all the time.
Just call me Connor. Yeah. So Brad just brought it up too. There's 24 Hours of Lemons, and they also have Chump Car, which I think it's now just Champ Car, but it used to be Chump Car, and they do endurance races. So 6, 12, 24 hours, yada, yada, yada. And it's basically like you go get a cheap beater car. And
I'm game on that with Brad.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know a lick of sense of his racing resume, but he knows his way.
But that's, we need to put an ARD car together and go do that. And I think that would be pretty badass.
I agree.
I'm game. Let's just
ARDR always race day racing.
Oh, yeah.
Rolls off the tongue very easy, you know.
I love JoJo's in too. We'll get JoJo in there.
There used to be Chump Car used to actually have a really great schedule. I think it's not as fun anymore.
Well, explain to everyone like.
Yep. So you cut me off from what I was about to say.
Knock off, Caleb.
They used to do like Daytona, Road America, Sonoma. Like they would hit some big tracks.
They had a 14 Hours of Road Atlanta in 2018.
Yeah, there's some good ones in there. Their schedule is not as great now, but it'd still be a blast.
Put me in the Mazda Cup. I will drive a Miata. Let me do it.
Mazda.
That's our next thing too. We need to get in the Mazda cars and go run Martin.
Those are fun to watch, man. Those are sick.
Can I tell you guys? I feel like the skill level between Chump Car and the Mazda MX.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No.
So fucking insanely different.
It's funny.
I watched 2 Enduros in my life. One of them this year, the other like 6 years ago. And I'm confident if we kept the car straight and going fine, we could get second at least.
Hey, that's the biggest challenge though, is keeping it straight.
Yeah.
It's hard. There's been times too.
Gay guy talking to another gay guy. I agree with you.
There's times where like you're doing everything you can, and I remember a couple years ago running an Enduro, and it was the hardest hit I've ever taken in a race car. And it was because somebody just dove underneath of me, hit me, pushed me up the track where there was somebody else that was also coming down. So I like pinballed. Sometimes you just are at the mercy of others and can't really do anything about it.
I remember getting a tire mark on my door the first lap, first corner, and getting pissed and just being like, what the fuck? And then I was like, dude, chill out. It's lap 1. You'll be fine.
Meanwhile, then there's me Then there's me, who in one of the enduros that I ran, my sister's boyfriend at the time was also in there. And as I came up to lap him, he was a car length off the bottom. And so I just dove it in to door him and then just waved at him as I drove by him. And the look on his face, because he was so like, oh my God. And then he realized it was me just screwing with him. It was pretty good. Jojo says, is there any money to win in any of the enduros? Yeah.
There is certainly a dollar amount associated with first place.
You know, it's a lot like racing, you know. Usually 100 to win, claim the whole car. Yeah, there's different rules that you can do.
100 to win?
No, he said 1,000 to win. That sounds
been
more
amended.
Right. I mean, I think that's
yeah.
pretty standard. So there is a it's called ISS Enduro Series. They're
Indoor
actually
suspension.
Sure. We're missing another S, but that's fine.
Well, it'd be indoor school suspension.
So there's ISS.
I think I'm making up the word indoor, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
They go around Wisconsin, and it's actually a touring series for enduros. And to answer Jojo's question, he said claim for what? So essentially, the whole idea with the enduros, they don't want you to go out and, you know, spend thousands and thousands of dollars on these enduro cars. So yeah, you basically like there's some that do a little bit differently, but there's some, I think ISS, if you win, the series gets your car. Obviously, like Brad said, besides like the seat belts, usually, you know, whatever, it's different. But basically, you know, if you win the race, you get your money, but then you lose your car. And it's just
fuck that. We're trying to start a museum.
Listen, it's just how it be. Don't win then.
It's to keep you from tricking your car out.
Don't
and
give
just
me an
kicking the shit
excuse.
out of everybody all the time.
I wanted to keep my enduro.
They want it to be a stock series.
So I got 19.
Yeah. So that's the other thing too, is they want it so that, you know, if you're gonna cheat your enduro car out a bunch to go win a race, well, guess what? Then you don't have it anymore.
Hey Caleb, I just want this to be clear. Okay, I covered college football, and my buddy is the offensive coordinator at Iowa State. We don't
Okay,
the radio show today.
Here's
I want this to be clear.
Want me to be clear?
If we are not cheating, we are not trying.
Well, yeah, there's one thing.
I would like to cut every corner possible.
There's cheating, and then there's just like spending an unnecessary amount of money to.
Cardale Jones once said, "We didn't come here to play school.
I hear
we didn't fucking come here to learn. You didn't read books the last week. No shit. Yeah, we came here to cheat a fucking race car. That's what we will be doing if we ever do this.
I feel like now if we ever enter a car,
I need you on board. I need you on board, because if you're not on board, then we will find someone else.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but you just take the trophy and go home. Then you just don't have the car. Then
trophy.
We don't have the car anyway. That's fine. I just want to cheat my way there.
We're trophy hunting, baby.
So yeah, Brad mentioned too, at Knoxville's Enduro, the track claims the car, auctions it off, money goes back into the purse. Yeah, they're not all like that, but yeah, a lot of the times they'll do a raffle or, you know, whatever. That way you're just kind of keeping the money flowing throughout. And
I'm with JoJo that I want to keep my car.
I'd love to keep my winner. Yeah, but I understand why they would.
I get if you're doing enduros more than one time a year, you're not impartial to the car. Someday we'll start a museum, and there's a bay at my dad's shop. That's where the enduro winning car would go, and I'm sure it will be free in 6 years.
It will not be an empty cup. I tell you that. We will get there.
He did what in his cup? Okay. Last new skill you learned.
There's a lot of jokes I want to make right now.
I wrote this down. I don't know if I could fucking tell you. Play NASCAR 25, I suppose. But
oh man. Oh hey, that's cool. They call our podcast the Sausage Fest too.
Man, I don't even know
who does
skill that I learn.
I love spreading misinformation, Connor.
It's just you and Josh, maybe me.
What is Caleb not involved?
I just never heard him say the word sausage before.
Oh man.
I don't know the last skill I learned. I mean,
Learned how to deny reading books about 40 minutes ago.
Man.
I hope that wasn't the last
He
thing.
took so much offense to like.
Because your first question was asking me that, making me acknowledge I haven't read in a decade.
So
That was the second one. I made
see.
sure that it wasn't the first.
I helped my dad build a chicken coop last month, and I'll say I probably learned some skills in there, helping him cut wood and drill it all together and paint it and cut metal for the roof and put it on there. So I'm sure I learned a skill in there. So that will be my answer.
God. This is such a stupid answer. And it's 3 years ago. I don't want to say like cutting audio and doing stuff for the radio show and so, like technically, yeah.
I am my shoes.
I feel like I learn stuff all the time, but the give a shit meter is so low when after you come out as gay, like you're just. I wear sprint car t-shirts all the time, and if someone's like, "Hey, there's important people here today," and I'm like, "Okay, well, they're gonna see my Brad Sweet shirt." It's fuck, man. Like, what do you want? You want me to care about it? Like, fuck that. I would say not caring about people like people I don't like what they say, and not paying attention to the shit that doesn't matter. I don't know.
That's that's skill that you learn.
That's
a skill.
It's a skill. My buddy was talking about that he hasn't gotten down, and like it took me a couple of years to figure out how to actually do that and do it correctly. Because it comes with age, but it definitely is not easy to do when you're growing up and like very impacted by things you read. And all of a sudden one day it hit me. I'm like, I can just not fucking care about what this person says. I don't care that I hate them. I don't care that they said this thing that I completely disagree with. I can just move on with my life.
I'm still working on that one. I'll let you know when I get it.
Yeah, it comes with age. You'll get better every day at it. Let me tell you, they don't matter. Whoever the fuck you're thinking of. Unless it's John Cena, then he matters.
John Cena always matters, dude.
That's right.
Hand porting cylinder head, says JoJo. Nice.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's better than Connor's give a shit meter.
I thought at least that I
was with the message. Don't worry.
Important characteristic.
All right, Caleb.
Trait.
Caleb, what do you have?
I don't know. Truthfully,
pissing without hands. That's
I mastered that long ago.
A rather recent one.
Yeah, I got nothing. I can't even think of anything. There's probably something, but I can't think of it.
If you could travel back in time to any race, what would it be? I know. I came with the solid question. 20 minutes of preparation for the show, and it's our best show yet.
That's a good question, man.
When you say you don't need hands, you're right. You're completely right, Judge.
Oh, man.
I thought Noah would have this.
Well, the problem is I
realized I wrote these questions down and didn't think about a single one.
I have a few that I think would be really, really cool. So I'm just gonna run through several. I'm gonna copy.
Yeah, you can go. Yeah, I'm not limiting it to one answer.
1979 Daytona 500. The Cale Yarborough Donnie Allison fight, legendary moment, put NASCAR on the map. Would love to see that. The 1992 Hooters 500, Richard Petty's last race, Jeff Gordon's first race, legendary championship battle. The only evidence you will ever need to support a 36 race championship format. 1998 Daytona 500, watch Senior get his. That would be really cool. And then just for me, 2015.
I was born a month after that race.
2015 Martinsville Fall, so I can see Jeff's last win in person. That would be really cool. And just, there's even more that happened that day, like the Kenseth Logano thing, like it was that's just an all-time barn burner.
That was the same race, wasn't it?
Yeah. And
I've been
so
watching those clips for years without.
yeah. And then
together.
My last one, 2009 Aaron's 499. That was a formative experience for me. I talk about that race all the time on here, but that's one of my top 3 favorite races I've ever watched live all time. I was 8
What
years
Aaron's 499?
2009, when Brad and Carl tangled in the tri-oval. Brad won the race for James Finch.
Oh, I was there.
Yeah. No, like I would have loved to have been that. Like that race is one of my all-time favorites. I love everything about it.
I've probably said this on here before. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. They were racing car. They were racing car. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. Jeff Gordon wrecked the Pepsi.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He picked the. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I asked my dad if we could go home because there's no point in staying for the rest of the race because Jeff Gordon had wrecked. And then I didn't see the flip in real time. I did not. Everyone stood up in front of me. And 12-year-old Connor was tall, but not that tall. And I did not see a thing that happened.
You probably just
saw Carl Edwards run across the line. That's all I saw was Carl doing. And my dad's like the movie. And I'm like, which one? oh man. These are bad answers. Okay. You're going to come back to me after this. 2010 Knoxville Nationals. Sammy Swindell wrecked and blamed the tire blew up. He was racing on Goodyears. And he stood on top of his car and pointed to the Goodyear and like motherfucked it, basically. I want to go back to that race with context and see the whole night and see it, from the infield as a time traveler, right? 2016 was the first Nationals I covered. That was when Jason Johnson won. Jeremiah Davis looked at me and said, "You have no idea what you just watched." I thought he was kind of a dickhead back in the day. And I was like, yeah, right, man. And he's completely correct, as he usually was in anything that he ever said to me. I love the guy. And then the 2018 Xfinity Daytona race, and I don't even know if I wrote down the correct year.
Was that you talking about the one with Sadler and Reddick coming down?
No, it's the one Michael in that one.
Oh, God, yeah, you have the wrong year.
Yeah,
I watched 18 on the bus after a debate tournament.
Was it 19?
I believe it was 19.
Okay, I was in college still, so I know that. It was a random Saturday, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, there's 15 laps left at Daytona, and I turn it on, I'm like, holy fucking shit, Michael and Ed just won at fucking Daytona, and nobody in the fraternity.
Yeah, 2019.
They had no clue the impact that race would have on me. I was so fucking happy, though. You could not break I think the Dallas Stars lost that night, and I was pissed off. And someone's like, dude, Michael in that one. I was like, yeah, for 5 minutes, I don't fucking care, man. What did you text? What? Caleb, why'd you say watch that? Okay. Caleb's texting me some confusing shit.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out the bio for the podcast tonight.
What did it say? Connor Josh. No, I forgot Caleb. God,
yeah.
Damn.
God, man.
I got to do that at the start. Yeah, my bad.
It's fine. First race that comes to mind that I would want to go watch in person is 2011 Kansas.
Explain.
Hilmakoga won that.
Definitely not.
I'm kidding.
Who won fall 2011 Kansas?
My boy.
2011 Kansas?
I think it was fall. Might have been. So
that should have been Brad Keselowski, right?
His first win in the 2 car.
First win for Penske in the Cup Series too. Yeah. He didn't win in 12, so.
Brad texts in a question. He says bucket list of races and tracks. Also, if you're a big enough fan of the show, you will just get my phone number. That is seems to be the trend, and I've been asked about it by people I work with. So I'm absolutely comfortable with it. But bucket list of races or tracks. I don't know. Mine's gonna be different from your guys', but the
So
whole
is
country,
mine.
the whole country of Australia. My bucket. It's probably unfair to do my bucket list because like, Williams Grove's on there, Port Royal, Daytona. I've driven by Indianapolis. Never been there.
No, I haven't been to Daytona or Indianapolis, and those are
Every dirt track within 30 minutes of all the tracks I just named.
yeah. Those are my two.
So Volusia,
Daytona and
Volusia's
Indianapolis.
definitely in there. California's in there. Whole state of California. Skagit, even though I'd have to put up with Blake Anderson. Love you, Blake. Appreciate you. All right, we got.
Mine's hard because I've been blessed enough that I've been to Indianapolis 4 times, and I've been to Daytona. And I mean, even then, like going a little bit further down, like Homestead, Miami is a great track. Been there.
You've been to Knoxville?
Yeah, I've been. I've seen you at Knoxville.
Make sure.
Like,
memory's not all there.
So as I was getting there, so Homestead, Miami is one of them. I mean, Iowa Speedway, I think deserves a spot in, one of the more legendary tracks. Knoxville Raceway on the dirt side is, one of those that.
When did you go to home?
It's a bucket list. That's a bucket list.
I know. That's what I'm saying, though, is it's hard for me to pick because
Kansas Speedway
Did you say you went to Homestead?
Yeah, 2014.
You were at Homestead in 14.
Oh, you've been to all those tracks. I didn't know you went to Homestead.
I didn't know you'd been to Homestead. I've known you for 10 years.
You got to intro things better, Caleb. I've been telling you this for weeks.
If you guys would just listen. Homestead, Iowa, Knoxville, Eldora. I've been there. Those I think are some of the most elite tracks in this country. Obviously, there's a ton more, but like, I don't know. I've been blessed enough to have gone to all those tracks.
I'd love to go to Darlington and Bristol still.
Bristol, I think, would be one to
Bristol night race is on my bucket list.
Bristol Dirt needs to be on your bucket list. It's magical.
Bristol Dirt needs to exist again before I can put it on.
Oh my god, dude. The coolest fucking time in my career. It's just absolutely with the work situation and where always race day was, did not need to be traveling to Bristol to go watch a race, and did it 2 years in a row and was lucky enough to do it. And so glad I did it. If I did it the right way, I probably would have gone to more races. Bristol Dirt in 2000, that would have been a different beast too. I'd have to just the crowds from the 90s to 2000s with action sports and like watching X Games growing up. I have to assume the crowd was way rowdier, way bigger, everything.
Can you imagine
It's
NASCAR,
still-
like a NASCAR Cup race on dirt in 2000? I think Ken Schrader might have won by a lap. And that's just complete
Fucking
conjecture.
people in seats that aren't like ready to do stuff, ready to try things, like just sucks. That's why it took them 3 years to figure out how to make Bristol Dirt good, and they made it good. And then these fucking idiots just went, "Oh yeah, no, this sucks. Yeah, no, don't do this."
I've said it before on here, man. If we just go to a dirt track, like take them to Eldora, take them to Knoxville, I think that'd be cool. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah,
just let me have my 2 pavement Bristol races because I love Bristol.
it's they're hit or miss. They're hit or miss. I'm fine giving up one as long as you get one.
Both of them last year were bangers.
Yeah, what about the last 6?
I mean,
4?
the last 6 Bristol races. Actually,
Well, I guess the 6th one would have been
spring of 25 was a dud. Spring of 25 sucked, but I was thinking it was spring of.
No, the
24.
last 2 weren't bangers.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of spring of 24. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, no Selection Sunday 2024.
Oh man.
Caleb, did you have any bucket list tracks? Laguna Seca's on there for me.
I say Bristol. That's what I'm going with because I think that's kind of the next like big elite one that I need.
I want to piss down. I want to piss down the corkscrew at Laguna Seca and see how far my piss stream gets.
Caleb, we can go to Bristol in the spring.
You can piss down the banking there all you want.
We can go in March.
We could do a whole lot of things, but
I'm sure we'd have a place to stay.
we're gonna need to get some more sponsors for Always Race Day in order to make that happen.
You're talking.
I wasn't offering to pay for it.
You're talking about working. See,
Yeah.
I was talking about just going.
Well, can you afford to go to Bristol?
I could afford to try to go to Bristol. We'll see.
We can definitely try it.
How far the money takes me.
Are you moving up here? Do we know?
Probably not this year. Probably not. But
Oh,
maybe
fuck, Noah.
that's more of a long term. That's a longer term goal. I
Guys
think.
moving things around, man. God. Okay. I'm glad we got that out of the way. That's
Yeah.
fine. All right. I will,
No, I did
stop.
looking.
I've been organizing and cleaning. I will stop doing that.
Well, I mean, you should probably.
I got another 10
Not a bad
months. to do
idea.
JoJo says it's only money.
Yeah, God, I like the way you think, JoJo. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're working on it. We are working on it at Always Race Day. I only had a couple more, so we'll finish these off and we'll call it good. The dumbest profession that you wanted to be when you grow up.
Like
Example, space cowboy.
like something I wanted to be personally, or just like in general.
That you wanted to be.
I'm just trying to make sure I understand the question.
Yeah,
before
if it ever popped into your head.
I mean, I originally enrolled into college for culinary, so
nice.
That's not that dumb.
I wanted to be.
Looking back now, it would have been very dumb if I would have gone through with it. But
I told people growing up that I wanted to be a NASCAR driver. So, and I don't think that was dumb.
Not dumb either.
I will stand with that one. That dream is not dead. I've got another 100 years with modern medical science to get there. So we'll see where it takes us.
You're living another 100?
At least.
I'm with you. I want to live as long as I can.
My dad, he's been telling me he plans on making it to like 400. He's gonna outlive all of us.
Yeah, I think I might have to go with lawyer.
See, my mom told me one time, because I did 4 years on the debate team. She's like, you should.
I never really wanted to be a lawyer. I just knew it was a job. And fuck, the judicial system sucks, and all the jargon is fucking dumber.
Yes, and it's an elitist landscape, and I hate being a part of it. So
will you please put JoJo's on the screen?
Yeah.
Dinosaur Wrangler. That's the next
Better
one.
want to be a garbage man because they only work 1 day a week.
See,
okay, but
if
now
I'd have been thinking about working in that sense, I would have absolutely said garbage man.
Put JoJo.
You don't think the garbage man goes to multiple cities?
Yeah,
why would he?
They definitely do.
Put there's garbage trucks and there's dumps.
No, that's other people's job. I'm only working one day a week in that city.
That's Brad that said that.
Put JoJo's
when JoJo and Brad are going back and forth, and they're in their bags. It gets
Put JoJo's on the screen.
Oh,
Caleb blows up.
I got you, Caleb. There you go.
Oh, good Lord Almighty!
It's the wrong one.
Oh my god!
Dinosaur Wrangler. That's the one you needed on the screen. You couldn't say JoJo says Dinosaur Wrangler.
No, it needs to be on the screen.
Is that something you wanted to be?
I'm gonna go through and just clip and crop it so that because it looks like Caleb's job title right now.
What's your next question?
This is the last. Well, do you have any unpopular opinions? Second to last question.
Caleb has lots of though.
I know. Yeah, that's pretty open ended.
Yeah, super speedways suck.
I knew it was coming. I was waiting. I teed you up.
Finishing races under caution, it should be punishable by death penalty. If you have that opinion, you should die. How's that?
I'm not gonna say that, but I will say
I will. I'll stand here and I'll say it with my chest to your face.
Starting races under caution should be punishable by death.
I like that too.
Stupid.
Like,
We should never start.
That's some Formula One shit. I was like, where have I seen that before? And
We should
now
never
I know.
start or finish under yellow flag.
IndyCar has done it multiple times also.
NASCAR's done it.
When was the last time?
I don't know when the last
NASCAR
F1 did it
at
2
Glen.
years ago at Monaco.
Okay.
Just so you're aware. They started a race under red flag and started counting down the clock.
The first race with Kimi Räikkönen, Project 91, Watkins Glen, I think that was 22. They started under yellow.
Didn't the Indianapolis 500 start under yellow like within the last couple of years?
I believe so. I want to say it did.
Was
You
it
were
this
there,
year when
weren't you?
Scott McLaughlin wrecked?
Probably actually. Yeah, now that
Starting a race under red flag with the clock counting down is a lot dumber than what you guys are talking about.
No, because I do remember back in the day too when Dario Franchitti at Iowa literally blew up after the one to go to start the race, and they literally gave the one to go. They go down into turn one, and Franchitti's motor blew, and so then they started the race, and it was the most infuriating I've ever been, I think, at a racetrack because
Really?
it was annoying because it was like the race has this event that you came to see has started and you're watching them go 30 miles an hour around the track. Like it
they're gonna pace lap again either way.
Yeah, but like then you
just we're counting 3 laps or not. They're
no, because then IndyCar restarts single file, so you completely like.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
You miss like it was so anticlimactic to start the event. Like,
no, I'm with you. But I will remain steadfast on if you support ending races under caution on purpose. Fuck you. Last one, and we'll do this again, I'm sure, at some point. Because we got better Caleb tonight. I don't know how we got him in a good mood. Just less rambunctious, all that stuff. No reaction to that. Just a hair.
You didn't remind him of all of the things that make him angry.
I know. Yeah. Hey, dude, Graham Rahal and Gavin Ward, 2026.
Oh, listen, you better just hurry up.
Dude, hey, when we're doing shirts soon, Rahal Ward 26 in that Ronald Reagan font.
The Ronald Reagan font.
The Reagan Bush shirts. Might be the future. Driver you would start a team with, and did not write down the car series or no one missed in Caleb's Cheerios today, says JoJo. I did not write down the series, the car, or anything. So
we'll say 4-car cup team. That's your option.
Oh, you're fucking giving me 4 now?
I'll give you 4.
1.
Just 1?
No,
Okay.
I'll take 4.
My God.
Landon Castle, Brett Moffitt.
It is
Now
getting
I've
past.
I've alienated myself to one.
It's been past mine. So
we're not gonna go fucking list 4 guys.
Yes, let's do. Oh, I like 4 way better.
1. You get 1 guy.
What if
One
I
is
want a
the
Cup Series
easiest
guy, an
ever.
IndyCar guy, a
4 is
monster
way
truck driver,
easier.
and a sprint car guy?
one's way easier. It just give me Connor Zilic all day. Yeah, we'll call it a day.
See how boring that was?
I mean, boring, but also wrong. Like,
How's it wrong? What's your fucking answer?
why would you, if Riley Herbst is available, why would you not pick him?
Jesus Christ. I haven't watched the Gymkhana video. That is something close to what Gymkhana was. I understand it's not the same. I assume it is the coolest shit. I haven't gotten to watching it yet. It'll probably be the first thing I do after I get off of this. I would name 135 drivers before I would name Riley Herbst on talent.
I would let all of you melt in eternal hell before I picked Riley Herbst to be the driver of my team.
You did not have to one up what I just said. There's
I did.
no fucking
I did.
positive to you.
I'm just kidding anyway. I mean,
oh, great. No, that's awesome, Caleb. No, awesome. Well, I'm glad I stuck my neck out for you.
I wasn't
Bullshit.
being
Herbst is a
real.
Herbst usually needs a couple of years anyway. You saw it in Xfinity. He was a world beater at the end.
That's just
I don't need a developmental prospect day one. I need a superstar.
like any of
Give me
the
Connor
SEC
Zillage.
coaches that get fired this year. They just need a couple more years at the next.
Yeah,
one.
yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. No digs at Riley Herbst. I just think Connor Zillage
Brad
is
says pick a
superstar.
driver and build a team for any series. Yeah, no, yeah. That's the background. I thought he was saying build a series because I just build Global Rallycross again, and then it would really open my options on who I would pick.
If we start trying to like name a series that we're building, it's gonna sound like all those NASCAR stop motion videos on YouTube from like 15 years ago.
So you got Zillish.
Yeah,
We'll be your 4. And
My
are you,
4?
Yeah. Are you? Fuck
So-
off, Caleb. It's a discussion question. Okay. Participate in class.
Hey, you sound like me.
Can I put one? I'll let you make the rule on this one. Can I put a driver in NASCAR, one in Indy, one in
Sure.
sprint cars,
Yeah.
one in Monster Jam?
Sure. Yeah.
Which
you go
I guess
first.
I'll try to make it versatile guys that could succeed. If any one of my guys calling sick, one of my other 3 will take over. Let's do that.
Okay.
So Kyle Larson is definitely one, and I haven't decided which one he is.
Monster Jam.
Hard to total a monster truck.
Yeah, I'll take Zillich. Let's see. Give me Alex Palou. And then let's see. Sprint car. Listen, I'm gonna assume I have infinite money in this scenario and I can convince Casey Kane to run full time. So I'm gonna pick
That's
Casey Kane.
the
And then
Casey, I love you.
and then
There's a few guys that could drive a sprint car better than Casey right now.
and then Monster Jam is a curveball for me. That one is a curveball.
I suppose Dennis Anderson would be
Yeah, that's kind of
the
you know
for my
what?
own enjoyment answer.
I know he's watching on YouTube right now. My buddy Elliot Vogel sitting upstairs. He could go drive my monster.
Oh, you're gonna throw out Jim Kohler or some shit. It's like he's not listening.
Elliot Vogel could drive my Gravedigger.
I just love Casey Kane's a sprint car guy that no one knows.
If I have an infinite amount of money, Casey Kane's gonna drive my sprint car.
He's not demanding the tallest salary in sprint car racing either.
Well, I mean, it's the cost of
I know he pays himself, but he's definitely not getting paid more than Tommy Schatz is.
I'd fix that.
I guess so. Fuck.
Listen, man, you can't have a cardboard cutout of the guy in your bedroom when you're 6 years old and then not pick him. Like,
No, that's fair. Connor Zillich is definitely one of my favorite answers. I'd have to. I mean, Jason Pursley is a cop out. That's just the hottest free agent driver of this year, and he's impressed in everything he's been in since, especially since signing that contract. But, gosh. Landon Castle would absolutely be on my list. I don't think he's lost. What is it? 45 what's the year we're driving? It's 45. It was 45 by like the analytics guys that Jeff Clark references them. I think David Smith was his name, Motorsports Analytics or something. I used to listen to. You say Reed Sorensen?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna fact check and make sure. There's no way he's 45. Oh yeah, no, not even close. Yeah, see,
What?
he's 39.
That's crazy.
He got rushed to Cup. He should have never been in the Ganassi car in 06.
That's
Dude was a world beater at everything else
the
he
fuck
drove.
was he in 06, 18?
No,
This is simple math.
yeah, actually,
22.
God, yeah,
39 now, 21 years ago, 22.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well, 19 years ago.
Yeah.
23.
he was a young dude. He was a young dude.
No, Rush to Cup is Rush to Cup. Doesn't matter what age you were.
It's like, yeah, him. Like I if you want me to start a team with all of my Rush to Cup guys, like him, Scott Speed.
Riley Herbst.
Riley Herbst. Caleb Sloha. Although I don't know how I'd feel about my driver falling asleep at the wheel.
Okay, Caleb, do you got any drivers? We're naming up a bunch, and you've put Riley Herbst's name to the center.
Okay, we'll go through your series. List one of the series, and I'll tell you who I'd have drive.
Cup.
I would have Corey Heim.
I like it. All right.
I would take Corey Day.
Okay, what Noah?
IndyCar.
IndyCar would be David Malukas.
Okay.
Okay.
Sprint car.
That would be primetime Sammy Swindell.
You can't select a different era character. It's
not
a video game.
You can't make rules.
Listen,
Yes, I can't. The only rule of the question was it's 2025.
I kind of cheated a little bit, so
Yeah.
Far less than selecting primetime era Sammy Swindell.
Okay.
I want the Big Show 06 to 09.
All right, Caleb, who's driving your monster truck?
Ryan Vargas.
I almost said Vargas too. I was like, Vargas felt like a cop out. I was like, he just did it, so I want to try and challenge myself, and then I just picked Elliott because I thought it'd be funny.
He's got to come on the show before I pick him. Also, but that PRE, I still haven't heard back from him on.
Special thanks to Chris Weiser.
Yeah, no, that's probably a good. Yeah, probably a good thing.
Episode.
No, we'll do that. We'll do that. Joe Brad, you can text me. I'll tell you the story.
I like the Brad Reynolds answer of Greg Moore. We love Greg Moore in this house. Gone too soon.
Greg Moore.
Yeah, Greg Moore. Look him up.
Is he a teammate of Brad Shears?
Greg Moore passed away in
Brad
99.
Shear. It's Joe Shear, and I need that you still figure it out.
There's a Knoxville track guy that his name is Brad Shear, and that's what.
Now you got homework, Connor. You got to look up Greg Moore.
I'll look up Greg Moore. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Appreciate you for between your life and death, listening to our show, taking the time out of your life and death, the time between there, to tune to us, watch us, and do all that stuff. So if you're at all interested in sponsoring the show, partnering with us, very, I would say affordable prices, but I'd tell you it's the best in the industry. The cheapest, trying to make a living, but trying to be as fair as possibly can be. Caleb's rolling his eyes at me because it's like, stop giving stuff away. Stop doing that. Too many good sales going on at Always Race Day, the partnership department. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. We'll be back next week, and let us know what you'd like us to talk about. We might come back with more questions. The trial doesn't start for another 13 days or 11 or some BS. So we'll see. I can't imagine it is as quiet as the last week has been. But when we get there, we will get there.
And it's Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, right.
We'll see you next week for absolutely
nothing. I gotta say, even it's hard to get as few news bites as we had today. It is going to be really tough, but we'll do this again next week if we need to. So, yeah, appreciate you guys again, and we will see you. We don't have a live. I'm not sure what we're doing yet. Probably Tuesday, possibly Wednesday.
It could be any day, guys, as long as it ends in Y.
Caleb's already pissed off. He's like, yeah, Wednesday is going to have to work for me. Got church on Tuesday, right?
He's getting close.
Okay, we have to end the show now before
we're going to cut it off. He's going to end up inside the camera.